All right, here we are back with another video looking at Battles of Legend, Monstrous Revenge. It's our second video on this. On the first video, what we looked at was, should you buy the sealed or should you just buy the singles that you need or want? My answer to that was, you should definitely be buying the singles and not the sealed. The next question, though, that you have to ask yourself is, do I go in on those singles in pre-sales, or do I wait until the set is actually released to see if the cards fall out? That's what I'm going to be answering for you today. My name is Todd from Go2 Cards. Hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. We're climbing up somewhere around 250. I've lost count at this point, but hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Let's go. We're going to jump right into it by asking the question of, okay, if we're supposed to buy the singles rather than the sealed on this set, should we be buying pre-sales? And here's what I want to say about this. First of all, in full disclosure, I sell pre-sales on eBay. We are Go2 Cards. We have pre-sales up on eBay right now. We do not make these videos to sell cards. We don't have a hard time selling cards. We don't. We put cards up, people buy them. We don't have to make videos to sell cards. We make the videos to help Yu-Gi-Oh players buy cards smarter. So I'm going to tell you things that you might think are strange from somebody who is selling cards, but here's something that I also know. Nobody listens. Nobody listens. So I can tell people not to buy the cards. You're still going to do it if you want the cards. But here's what we're saying. Okay, first thing. If you don't have the stomach for pre-sales, then skip pre-sales. Pre-sales can be a pain in the butt, man. Pre-sales are tough because you got to know going in that most of the cards in pre-sales are going to fall out. The bottom's going to fall out of them. So you might go in, drop $30 on a card in pre-sales, and by the time that card is actually released, the card's selling for about $8. And that's the game of pre-sales. But we also know that happens about 90% of the cards are going to fall out. But there is about a 8% of the cards will actually increase in value. There will be a segment of cards that will go up. And what people who buy pre-sales, what they should be doing is they should be trying to figure out what are those 1, 2, maybe 3 cards that are going to actually go up in price rather than down in price. And that's about it. So when you're looking at a set that has 60 cards in it, or 70 or 80, 90, maybe 100 in the core sets, you're looking at all these cards. Just know that there's probably only, at most, 3 cards that are going to go up. And the rest of them are going to fall down tremendously. You do not want to be the person dropping $30, $40 on a card only to find out that when the set is released, you can pick that card up for $5. So you want to figure out what are the cards that are going to go up. And so there's a couple things that you can use to figure that out. And so for me, one of the things that I use, it's not 100%, but it is generally, you do not want to buy one-ofs in pre-sales because they have a tendency to fall out. And the reason they fall out is because everybody just needs one. Now, obviously, there are exceptions to that. Baron was an exception to that. The new Chaos Monster, why am I forgetting its name? Chaos Angel was another exception to that. But for the most part, these cards generally fall out. So I would not be buying IPs. I would not be buying Zeus's in this set. They're great cards. If you need them, I would wait until the set comes out. You'll be able to get them at their cheapest. I would not be buying these cards on pre-sale, even though they're pretty cheap right now. I do not see them going up immediately. You will have time once the set is released to go in and pick them up, probably for cheaper than what they're going for right now. My guess is that you're going to be able to pick them up for around $5-6. Pretty good deal. But, you know, right now they're $7, $8, $9. You know, maybe that's as cheap as they go, but they're going to stay there for a while. They're not going to shoot up. So those are cards that I would be staying away from. Other cards that I would be staying away from, let me just bring it up on TCG so you can see what I'm seeing. So I'm gonna bring up the display. All right, so on TCG Player, here's a card that I can't figure out. Now, in any given set, there are cards that I am just completely upfront with you, and I tell you, I don't know what to do with this card. Assault Synchron is a card that I don't know what to do with. But here's what I know about it. I know it's a good card. I also know that not every deck can play this card, and it's not useful in every deck, so that's going to limit the number of people that want this card. But it is a good card, so there will be a number of people that want it. It is currently somewhere around $28, $30, something like that. Will the card fall down? Will it go up? I don't know. I personally would be willing to roll the dice and let this set come out, wait, and then go in and buy it when I think it's at its lowest. Maybe it's now. Maybe you end up spending a little bit more. I don't know. But this is a card that I think could go up or it could go down. Other cards that I think, obviously you should stay away from is number 92, Heart Earth Dragon. Do not buy this card on pre-sales. You're just getting ripped off. Dark Magician, the Knight of Dragon Magic, super long name. I think you can wait on this. I think you should wait on this card. If you're buying this in pre-sales, I don't think you're making wise decisions. I already told you IP is going to fall out a little bit. These are all extra deck cards. Now, you get down here, Welcome Labyrinth. Look, Welcome Labyrinth is $5. It's as cheap. If you're spending $5, it's fine. If you want to buy this in pre-sales, you want to have it, great. It's fine. It's already fallen out. Most of the cards in this set have already fallen out, but I do think that there are a couple cards that have a chance of going up, and if I were you, I would buy these cards on pre-sale. And just so you know, I believe that I am sold out of these 3 cards already, so I'm not trying to sell more of these cards. I am already sold out, I believe, on all of them. I might be wrong. I didn't check, but I'm pretty sure that I've sold most of the cards already. But the first card that I think that you should be looking at is Duality. I think that there's a chance that somebody is going to break this card open. It's not going to be me because I'm not good enough at this game to do it. But somebody can break this card open. And when they do, this card might shoot up. This is a really interesting card. It's just a great card. So it's coming in around $20. If you're worried about it, I think it's a fine card to buy on pre-sales. I think the floor of this card is about 12. I don't see it hitting that floor. And there's a video that MCole40 did recently on the pull rates. It's a great video. I think you should look at it. It looks like Duality is short printed. If it's short printed, I think $20 is a pretty good buy on this card. Robbie's going over somebody that opened 12 cases. And in 12 cases, it appears as though some of the cards are short printed, Duality being one of them. Does that mean that they're 100% short printed? No. This is a small sample size, and it could just be clumping. But it's a pretty decent indication that there may be some short printing going on. We know Konami's short prints in the side sets. Duality is a card I think you should be buying on pre-sales. Another card that I think you should be buying on pre-sales is Shadows of Light. These are both Duality, Shadows of Light, very similar cards in kind of their play style. And I think, you know, they're 3-ofs. It's just a very interesting card. It's already under $7, which is why I think you should be buying them on pre-sales. I could see this card going up to $10 to $15 easily. So I think this is a great price on this card. Duality, Shadows of Light, I think are priced at a point where you could go in and get them and not worry a whole lot. Now, the next card, the last card that I want to talk about that I think you should be buying on pre-sales is the Sky Striker cards. If you're a Sky Striker player, I would get these cards because both of these Sky Striker cards did show up as cards that were short printed on Robbie's video. So I would certainly be interested in locking down the Sky Striker cards that I need. Mobilize, I guess you need 2 now, and the Azalea I think is a 2-of at most. They're both around $12, $10. I think it's a good time to buy. So I would say the 2 Sky Striker cards, Duality, as well as I always forget the name of this card, Shadows Light. Those are the cards I would be targeting. The cards that I would be avoiding, every other card. Every other card in this set I would definitely be avoiding. Now, there are some cards that are already so cheap that you could just go in and buy them and it's no big deal. So, like if you want the Tri-Edge Master, I would actually wait on that. That's going to go down. That's a really good card, by the way, that nobody is talking about. I'm going to talk about this card a lot. Tri-Edge Master, very good card. Nobody seems to be talking about that card. But there are some cards down here that are super cheap that are just worth having right now just because of the price of the card, like Danger Nessie. You want your Danger Nessie, you're looking at less than $2 for a beautiful secret rare Danger Nessie. I would just go in and buy them. I would. Nightmare Corruptor Ibly, same thing. I would just go in and buy them because they're not going to go much lower than they are right now. If you're a Madolche player, Tiramisu, I would just go in and buy as well. See here. So we're already way down here. Those are the cards that I would just go in and buy right now. I also have my eyes on the Terraforming, the Dark Hole. I love these cards in Secret Rare. I want them in Quarter Century Rare as well. There are some good pre-sale prices out here. Look around, try and get the best ones. But remember, what you're trying to do is figure out the 1, 2, or 3 cards at most that are going to go up in the set. My name is Todd from Code2 Cards. We're going to have a case opening for you all tomorrow on this set. Tune in, like, subscribe to the channel. I'm out of here.